You can. I really like this song.
Just give up control. It's the chemical dependence. It's a bruise on your soul. Your soul
Say.
you are what's beating.
It's the same. Okay. But it all stays the same. I like that song. That's a good song. It all stays the same. Let me look for the what you call it.
Next
The lyrics.
is a song called The Precipice, which is about being so obsessed with someone that
Bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito.
yard. I'm gonna sing some songs. This first one is called The Man with Money in His Hands.
The man with the money in his hand.
Poison through a swirly straw. Let the children think they're safe, then trade their souls for the law. And no one will listen to me. The sky and get mad when we burn. Let the people think they're screaming when you can't hear a word. And words don't mean shit if you're not blind and gone. As the man with money in his hands
Stays the same.
crooked blood runs the baby's veins. Our bodies run decay.
I like this song. It's a good song.
Breathing poison through a swirly straw. Let the children think they're safe, then trade their
There's
souls
souls for the law. The law won't listen to anyone but the man with the money in his hand. The sky and then get mad when we burn.
the people think they're screaming when you
Can't hear words.
can't.
Shit, we're not alone. All stays the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our bodies will rot and decay. While it all stays the same.
Just give up control. It's a
Stays the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our bloodies will rot and decay. While it all stays the same. Let me see, let me see, let me see.
if you're trade their souls for the law, and the law won't listen to anyone but the man with money in his hand.
Burn, I think it's only burn. See, bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito. Morning, it all stays the same. The crooked blood running through the veins. Wrong. See what we got left on this damn. What's up? Welcome, it's Babyjesse963. We on the we're close to the night shift. Right now I'm about to check up some of this what is it? What is it called? Minecraft. See what I got going on right here. I gotta get back to streaming a lot more consistently. I haven't been doing it. I've been waking up late, sleeping late, but but I have been doing the night streams though. The night streams have been happening. I mean, I've been whether it be what happened? Well, yeah, yeah, I haven't been streaming consistently, but and I just uploaded what's it called? Gears of War. So Check that out. It's gonna be a little bit long, the videos, but I'm all right with it, man. Let's say listen to one of my new favorite songs, karaoke song by Jess, the man with the money in his hand. That's pretty good. Let me see what we do yesterday. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday, let me see. I'm pretty sure I streamed it. Let me go check out the stream to see what I had done. Let me see. What happened, Daddy? Let me play some Rainbow Siege. Oh yeah, we just started doing Rainbow Siege now. So if you're here to catch the what you call it, the Warzone stream, there's gonna be no more Warzone. I don't think there's gonna be no more Call of Duty. I don't know. Right now I'm playing Rainbow Siege, and I guess because of the lack of experience I have in the game, I'm not really concerned with the hacking in the game. So it's not really bothering me right now, but I'm pretty sure once I get the hang of the game, then it's gonna start bothering me, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. These games are I'm getting very sick of playing these games now. I'm not having fun playing Call of Duty. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm putting the work in, but somehow I'm not getting better. So I don't know how to make that. I don't know how to make that make sense to me in my brain. How am I putting work in and not getting better? So I'm done with that. I'm right here on what's it called, Rainbow Siege, and yeah, I think we did some Rainbow Siege yesterday. Where is it at? What's up, Pup? Let me see. Let me see. Did pretty good. I did pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I think my baby's doing pretty good too. What she thinks, she'll probably say she's not doing good. She's doing pretty good. Let me see your videos. Let me see. Let me see. I got the Minecraft in the back. Let me see. Where's it live? That's live right now. This one. This was yesterday, last night. It's last night. What I do last night? Damn, like half that I didn't even start playing the game. Okay, so it was a late stream, but it was at least 30 minutes stream, I guess, because I started playing the game actually like at a 30 minutes mark. So yeah. Well, that was last night's stream. The night before that, it's the same shit. It's been getting on this get on this Rainbow Siege. My baby's trying to learn every character, not learn every character. She's on every character. I mean, she's working on Thermite right now, but she's gonna be moving on to other characters. So she's getting her experience in. I'm freshening up on how to play the game, so it's kind of fun when I be like when I spark this idea of like, oh, I can go get this dude if I go over here. It's fucking. I've been killing it pretty good. I experienced one fucking hard fucking hacker, and then yesterday I think I experienced another one. But the one I'm talking about, that motherfucker shot me through the window. But that's neither here or there. I digress. So right now I'm working on what is this? Let me play some music. Play some music. I'm gonna play this song over and y'all learn it. All right. Let's see. Yeah, if y'all want, y'all can try to sing along or something. Let me put this over here in the corner. stays the same. Well, I don't need this right here, phones. I can listen to the mic. I'll probably put on some like religion shit or unk shit. I'll probably put some unk or religion shit and just see what they have going on in there. Debate some of that shit. Right now I'm just clearing out. I gotta clear out. If you can understand how big this project is, I gotta clear out all this, all this. You see this right here? Watch this. Watch this shit right here. Watch this. Watch this shit. All stays the same. The crooked blood running through these veins. Let me see. Is this right here? See this pyramid right here? See this? This is just one. That's just a small pyramid. See that shit right here? This is a small pyramid. See? It goes down right. This is where it starts at. See that shit? See this shit? See, I gotta go way over there. I gotta clear out all that shit. I gotta clear all there. You get a better view right there. All the way down there. I gotta clear all that shit in that pyramid, and that's nothing because I still gotta go from right here. See all that from underneath this? Got to go, and then from here all the way over here too. Oh, you bitch ass door. You see that? Now this is the second pyramid right here. Look at that. A pyramid within a fucking pyramid, bro. You see this pyramid right here? This pyramid extends through the ground. You see that shit? Through the ground. Through the fucking ground. Look how far it extends. Look at that shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shit. Crazy. I ain't got no lie. Look at this shit. Crazy. Crazy. See that shit? Oh, you see all this shit? You see? See, this is the outside of the pyramid. This is the inside of the pyramid. And all that shit needs to be go. That's crazy because right here it's gonna have to start again like this. We all stay the same. See, that shit gotta go all the way. All this shit right here, this needs to be cleared out. Well, what the fuck is that? Did I make that? I didn't make that. Yeah, I didn't make that. Man, this is crazy. This don't have to go, but this from this way, all this needs to go. All this needs to get the fuck out. And decay, but it all stays the same. Holy shit. I think there's another way I can get in right here. and trade their souls when stay the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our bodies rot in the cave. But it all. All that needs to go. And decay. But it all stays the same. Boom, 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 boom. Money in his hand. And it all. Whoops. Ah, shit, I ain't burning. When it all stays the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Yeah, these will rot and decay. But it all. I know you ain't coming in and out this room. My hand, and it all stays the same. Sunny through these veins, our bodies will rot and decay. But it all stays the same. Ah! Let me just make a pillar right here. The man, the money in his hand, and it all fine, then get mad when we burn. Well, shit. Cricket blood running through your veins. Our bodies will rot and decay. But it all stays the same. Da, da, da. And it all stays the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our bodies will rot and decay. But it all stays the same. Okay. I don't care. Don't make a mess. Strong, urgency, feed their souls for the long. Can change to but the man with the money in his hand. So it all, whoops, one get burned. Shit. And it all stays the same. Crooked roads running through these veins. Our bodies will rot and decay. But it all stays the same. Trucking running through his veins. Our bodies will rot and decay, but it all stays the same. Whoa, 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 whoa. Strawberry strong. Look at blood running through these veins. Our body will rot and decay, but it all stays. Control, it's a chemically dependent zone for the soul. The money in his hand. Money in his hand. We are stay the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our bodies will rot and decay. But it all stays the same. You gotta change it, big girl. Stop moping. Money is here, but it almost time. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our bodies will rot and decay. But it all seems you're still the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our bodies will rot and decay. But it all stays the same. money in his hand. We all stays the same. The crooked blood running through these veins. Our body will rot and decay. But it all stays the same. Money in his hand. It all stays the same. Crooked blood running through these veins. Our body will rot and decay. But it all stays. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito, bean burrito.
And decided to go on a little
and to understand that they are as innocent as Jesus unless they are convicted of a crime.
When you're pimping bitches like me, it's a full-time job.
Like I used sex as a tool to make women love me so they'd obey me and live in my house to make me money. That's what I wanted. So I was a pimp in that sense.
So yeah,
Oh
on
my
corporatethink.com I have my PhD program, and that is PhD is a pimp and hose degree. That teaches
Lord.
basically how I got girls, how I met girls, how I got girls to like me, how I got girls to fall in love with me to work on webcam for me.
You mean
Second
through
man's
your
your
money? Shut your
whole
fucking
life. Beautiful big natural tits, so cute. Man, it hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me, so who gives a shit?
I learned every tip and trick it takes to make sure a girl gets paid. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away. Because once you teach a girl how to do this, she has the ability to make unlimited money from home. Why would she still give it to you? Why does she just run off and keep it all for herself? True abundance mindset of you can have the pick of the crop. You can have the world's most attractive women. I mean, one of my main chicks has 200,000 Instagram followers, and I took her virginity when she was 17.
Oh, whoa.
You knew
He
I was
said
going
she
to
was
beat the
17.
out of you. If you behaved, I wouldn't have to hit you, would I?
Oh, these guys are getting
Don't.
so much
Get
shit.
out. You can't stay in there forever.
Well, guys, right when you think that the alpha male universe just can't get any more ridiculous, and right when you think that Andrew Tate and his
That is
little
a beta
situation
universe.
just can't get any more goofy, all of
Like
these
Charlie-
clowns
Char
and
Delta,
goobers
or
just
Delta
continue to
Force.
find a way to somehow continue to embarrass themselves as they make things even more outrageous and just downright stupid. And naturally, since we'll be talking about the one and only Andrew Tate today, along with his dumbass lawyer who has somehow managed packaging to match him and dipshittery, it is of course gonna be a pretty damn good one. So with that being said, the last time that we even discussed Andrew Taint, along with his brother Tristan Taint, was only a couple of days ago, where for some reason, beyond anybody's fucking comprehension, Wesley Peg Watson decided that he was gonna squeeze his way into the entire situation, even though he himself is also locked up. And we watched him being mad as hell that Andrew was constantly on Twitter, basically complaining about the water in the showers and the faucet being dirty, along with the guy next door to him eating paint chips. And when he wasn't bitching, he was just having little mini mental breakdowns that they're coming to take him out. So of course, when the Pegster saw this shit, he did not like it very much at all, and decided to go on a little unhinged cokehead rant for absolutely no reason at all.
Hate saying it's inhumane, it's cold, they're starving. I haven't eaten in 3 days, motherfuckers, so shut the fuck up about that. I've chosen not to eat for 3 days because the food makes me sick. They chose to be PC because they are scary. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers booked here all the time. Motherfuckers get that shit put on them all the time. Motherfuckers get robbed for their canteen in this bitch. Motherfuckers get that shit. This shit happen every day. My team right here, where I'm at right now, we got the foot on their neck. Nobody can fuck with us. That's just how it is. It's always been that way. Motherfuckers swore I'd have a hard time in Florida lockup.
It's Wes Watson's bitches?
You think like maybe they're driving me in a cop car by myself like them motherfuckers? Fuck no. I'm on a bus with everybody else. Because guess what? I don't need no fucking shit. Just cater to my ass.
And of course, like anyone would expect, Andrew Taint paid the Pegster absolutely no attention and has been continuing to go on this spree of just dropping the alpha male act and crying, bitching, and moaning nonstop on Twitter for basically the entire week, where he has kept up his usual post talking about being in the shoe, and that's basically complaining about no commissary, phone calls, or yard time, and all of that dumb shit, but has also just been saying some downright crazy shit, like talking about how he lays awake unamused by the whispers of ghosts, and they speak taunts in his ear as he stares out the window of his cell. And since he didn't react, it seems that they moved on to the cell next door, where he could hear a man screaming in terror throughout the night. So this man is quite literally apparently hearing whispers of ghosts as he's sitting in this cell, and is actually just being dramatic as a motherfucker. And I want you to keep in mind that this was the guy who was always talking about how mentally strong he is, and how nothing fazed him. But all that shit just dropped when it seems he started facing some type of consequences to any of the shit he's done. And it only kept getting more ridiculous as he went on, because in other tweets, he was basically just talking about how the cells are small rooms, hypercharged with negative energy, and there are full-grown men crying tears after murdering their wives, self-deletions in the middle of the night, and it takes a constant chi to repel the spiritual attacks. So this motherfucker's in there using his chi, basically like some anime shit, trying to repel all of the negative energy. And then in other posts, he's basically telling stories that occurred in the pitch black of the night, where it's conversations between other prisoners, and he's talking about one of them giving off a demonic roar erupting from another cell, and it was a deep and raspy scream coupled with furious bangs on the door, and how apparently the arguing just woke up a demon in another cell. So the guy is just having a terrible time in the shoe and is not handling it well at all. But I guess he has found some inspiration, and it has gotten better some days, because apparently he has had his goober fanboys out there just doing anything and everything to cheer his goofy ass up. And all four of them have been just showing out and showing up to display their support for their poppy. And apparently he's noticed it because he's made tweets talking about one of them doing push-ups for him, which actually wasn't a lie, and they were proudly posting themselves outside of the jail doing push-ups for the taint, which is pretty crazy when you think about it, that this is the best thing these clowns had to do with their time.
I know Andrew's proud.
Oh, these dudes are fucking they got money too. These motherfuckers got money too, dog. That's crazy.
Good squeeze. Good karma. Power level right there. 60. Yes, sir. You see that? That's what Andrew wants us to do. Brotherhood, take care of your body, take care of your family. What? There's nothing to get locked up about.
And as you even heard them say, they're trying to make Andrew proud, which is actually just wild. And when his fanboys haven't been doing this, which I mean isn't anything too bad, it's just pretty damn goofy and one of the most pathetic things that I think I've ever seen. There have also been other ones who have been trying to fly a drone up to go ahead and look at him and to see him in his cell, and got their dumbasses in trouble for it, and ended up getting arrested for it because they're flying a drone towards a fucking jail.
He's doing a keto. He's doing a keto. No. That is Andrew Tate right there. He's watching us record this video, and nobody's gonna offer this perspective that we're gonna offer. And Andrew Tate's the only one that's gonna understand it, and he's gonna take our advice, and he will fly us out and have a meeting and a podcast with us.
And you can just tell by him in the background talking just how delusional all of these meat writers are at this point, and just how ridiculous they are. But this is not where the ridiculous bullshit even begins to end, because when it's not Andrew himself and not his little glazing fanboys who go nuts for him, it has also been his very own lawyer, who is as much of a goober as he is, because his lawyer has also been participating in the tweet off, and he has been getting highly upset that Twitter would dare to be hitting him with community notes that are correcting him and proving him wrong when he's saying something that is, you know, incorrect. And his response was to have a little mini crash out where he ranted about how the throngs of evil, fat, pasty British dwarves with bad teeth are enslaved by the UK Prime Minister to work in the community notes factory, and then just started talking about how the UK Prime Minister is cracking the whip on his slaves in the community notes gulag, and is just having an unhinged little rant all about community notes. So he himself is already just such a fucking goober, and continues to be a goober, as he just started ranting about how World War III is here because Andrew Tate got arrested, and cried about Andrew not getting access to nail clippers while in the shoe, along with the radio, TV, and all this other bullshit. And he's just been really upset about him being in the shoe in general, even though it's for his own protection, and even though he was worried about his safety, and not too long ago was just ranting about him being in danger because of the accusations. But now he's gonna cry about the shoe instead, even though it's, you know, keeping him safe, because it just fits his narrative. And when he hasn't been tweeting and going nuts, he also has been doing this little media tour, and during the tour it's just been getting really ridiculous, because he's been saying shit like this where he's worried about Andrew getting taken out as well, and where he's being forced to go in every day and do check-ins just to make sure he's alive.
Today is August 4th. It is 2:30 p.m. We were just denied entry into the jail, FDC Miami, to see Andrew and Tristan Tate for 2 days in a row. It's the second day in a row I've been denied entry. We came here today at 9 o'clock in the morning because we were denied last night. Last night, the guy in there didn't like my jacket. So we had a little back and forth. I said, you know what, I'll just come back tomorrow. You want to deny me the right to see my client? I'll go back, write it in the book, put it in motion. We show up today, 9 o'clock in the morning. Jail's closed. Who the hell closes a jail? The jail's closed. Come back at 2 o'clock. We're here at 2 o'clock sharp. We get in line. I get my locker, put my stuff in there. I go to the front. They're about to check me in. McBride, come in. Sorry, sir, you can't come in. We're closing the jail again. So we come here every day to do what? To obtain proof of life, to make sure that Andrew and Tristan are still alive and kicking. Because for all you morons out there that like to liken them to Epstein, as I said, you're calling for their death. So we make sure that they're alive, that they're kicking, and that they're well.
Well, what are you going to do about it? What the fuck are you going to do about it? How are you going to stop them from killing them if they're in the dumbass? What a dumbass.
But the jail's closed today.
And he has been really spiking this shit up as he decided to have a little emergency meeting, just like Andrew used to have. And during it, he started expressing concerns yet again about this same thing where they're coming to kill Andrew, and he's even worried about people coming after him as well. And he ends up basically just declaring that they believe that they are actually trying to kill them. And it's no longer just a worry, but it's something that they think is happening, and they think that their lives are in danger, and that they're going to get taken out in this Florida jail. So we're just being overly dramatic and trying to say and do whatever we can. And it's just getting so pathetic and ridiculous.
Is Andrew and Tristan, like, fearful of their lives?
Yeah, I bet.
They're not fearful.
They're fucking pussies.
But they're very much aware that they could be killed
fear
at
their
any
lives.
time.
A bunch of pussies, dog.
We literally go to the jail every day, sometimes twice a day, even though that we can't have a privileged conversation. Even though we can't really work on the case there because there's no way to do it technology-wise, we go there for proof of life. We believe that their life is without question in danger. Jeffrey Epstein was killed in jail. Other people are killed in jail every time, all the time. Again, when people say these guys are like Epstein, they're greenlighting the murder. They're greenlighting they're okaying it. They're saying it is societally acceptable for these guys to be whacked in jail simply because they've been accused of these crimes. Do I believe that their lives are in danger? Yes. Do they believe that their lives are in danger? Yes. So are they trying to kill them now? We 100% believe the answer is yes. So their life is in danger? Sure, my life is in danger. I have to take security precautions all the time, as do they when they move in this world. But we're fighting against evil. We're fighting against evil.
So as you can tell, he is really taking this angle that we're worried for their health, we're worried for their safety, and we think they're coming for him. Even though, as you've seen, at the same time he's bitching about them being in the shoe, so he's not that concerned about their safety. And this little emergency meeting just continued to get more insanely ridiculous as he starts ranting about how they're generals at one point, and how we can't let our generals get taken out, and President Trump needs to do something, and this is why he was elected.
They are two warriors, they are two generals, and this is like Leonidas and Maximus, are two of our greatest fighters standing in the arena. And what, we're just going to send them to the other side to be executed? It's unconscionable. It's unconscionable. This is a war of good versus evil. And this is precisely what he was elected for.
And he then tries to use this to try to get Trump involved even further by some miracle. And I guess that's his only option at this point and his best hope, which is just to get the president involved and get them pardoned. And starts doing everything and anything to reach out and to basically beg for the support. And even talks about how if they lose, that's going to be his Hail Mary, basically.
President Trump and other people who are watching this situation know that this is a stitch-up job. Every time I post something online, every time I say something online, it's nothing but bots. But any fair-minded and reasonable person can look at this and see that there's a synergy here between what happened in Trump and what is happening to these guys. And it's wrong, it's improper, it's evil, and it's unjust. It's anti-American. And the president of this country should care about it. The secretary of state of this country should care about it. The people of this country should care about it.
Only in America we like to exploit, so it's okay for them to exploit these women.
If you think it can't happen to your husband, your father, your brother, your son, your boyfriend, your best friend, you're wrong. So if we beat extradition, if we get them bailed out, and if a decision is made not to extradite them, then the executive branch does not get involved. But if the extradition gets certified by the court, they can't be extradited without the Secretary of State's approval. So at that point, if it doesn't work out for us in court here, we will be going to them. And we will be saying all of these things that we're saying. We'll be laying it out very clearly. And we'll be saying, hey, listen, this is unfair. This is unjust. And Mr. President, if anybody in the world understands what it's like to be falsely accused and wrongfully convicted and be shot at and have your life in danger and be arrested and be put in jail and be run through the process for sticking up for what's right, it's you.
So as you can tell, it's pretty pathetic, and I think that their lawyer is just doing more harm than good at this point, because his biggest plan is to, I guess, just beg the president for help. And this little emergency meeting continues to get ridiculous, because we somehow go from all that craziness to him then basically comparing Andrew Tate to Jesus, where he is saying that he is as innocent as Jesus, and he just starts rambling about how he's innocent until proven guilty, so therefore, if you look at innocence, then Jesus is innocent, so therefore, I guess Andrew Tate equals Jesus's level of innocence, and it just doesn't make any sense. I don't even know why he felt the need to do this, but it was just a really bad emotional argument.
Woman or child watching this podcast is to see past your own preconceived notions and to understand that they are as innocent as Jesus unless they are convicted of a crime. And unless they are convicted of a crime, they shouldn't be punished. They shouldn't be in a gulag. They should have attorney access. They should have food. They should have the right kind of bed. They should have the right kind of water. They should have medical treatment. They should have your right to participate in everything that they can possibly participate in this world. Look, Andrew and Tristan are not perfect, but they are innocent until proven guilty. What does that mean? Think about the pinnacle of innocence. When I think about innocence personified, it's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the most famous wrongfully convicted person. He was wrongfully accused. People perjured themselves. They bear false witness against him. He was wrongfully convicted. He was beaten.
This
he was
motherfucker going
tortured.
straight to hell,
And then he
dog.
was murdered in front of the whole world.
I
The
don't even fuck with Jesus
presumption
like
of
that.
innocence means that you are as innocent
I'm
as
be
Jesus
laughing about
Christ.
this motherfucker on the way
That
down,
may
though.
make a lot of people uncomfortable, and good. They should be uncomfortable because that's a real fact. That is a real truth. Innocence means absolutely innocent. It means sinless. It means without sin. You are innocent until proven guilty. The Constitution says that you cannot be punished until you've been convicted of a crime. So when you think of innocence, you think of Jesus. When you think of innocence, you think of the Virgin Mary. When you think of innocence, you think of an innocent child. You think of a good mother, of a good father, going about their daily activities, and then all of a sudden they're ripped out of their life and they're thrown into a cell.
Oh, that's
and
nice,
the answer is what? They should be punished?
And yeah, like I said, this is some of the most ridiculous shit that I think I've heard in a hot minute, to claim that these two, of everybody, are as innocent as Jesus. With all of the shit they've said alone, even if they weren't convicted as a crime, they are not anywhere near as innocent as Jesus. But somehow we're trying to make that statement, and it's just embarrassing at this point. Like, he is really just saying anything and doing anything to try to change the public image of how everybody is viewing these absolute clowns. And instead of making any type of real argument, it's basically the nuh-uh argument, and they're basically on the same level as Jesus when it comes to innocence. Like, what are we doing? And I think that this is where we're gonna end it, because I just can't take any more of this clown, and it just doesn't get any more ridiculous than that bullshit right there, where he has the audacity to make that type of claim. But with that said, if you enjoyed, please drop the sub and a like. Enjoy the Saints Mafia, where we are flaming all the alpha male dipshits. And I'm out, watching Andrew Taint have a terrible time in jail. And peace.
This guy said, whatever you do, you don't talk about Jesus, and you don't talk about Donald Trump. That's all I worry about. Let's see.
Where me and AB started talking, and then he got the, oh, I'll beat the shit down. You're like, okay, cool. I know it's gonna be. Where me and AB started talking, and then he got the, oh, I'll beat the shit down. You're like, okay, cool. I'm like, well, shit, do it. Where, woo. Then he starts saying, well, it'd be an honor for you to even get in the ring with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So why would I even give you that? Now now the narrative changed. Before you were saying about you gonna beat shit down my leg. Now you're like, well, why would I even get in the ring with you? I shouldn't even, you know what I mean? As far as AB go, like you said, the key words. If you let him get in shape, if you let him stop drinking, I'm like, listen, you think you gonna be my shit like this? I'll dog walk you. That's what I'm saying. It's like, you couldn't hang out with me. I'll push your cardio through the roof so hard, just like my Donna pushed your ass. I'm gonna fight you just crazy, just like that too.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like,
he over there calling out that one guy that actually fucked him up, but this dude got fucked up. I don't know how many dudes. The fuck?
You think what, we can't fight like that? Like, no, we can get out just like that, the same ways. But AB, nice, I don't never take nothing.
No, I'm good. I'm not trying to promote this motherfucker in this.
Chopping the legs early in round 2.
Chopped up. Fine. You okay? Back in.
Damn. Easy? You got knocked out like that, dog?
Anderson. He got hit. Looking to finish it. It is all over. Energy on the ground. Or expended a lot of energy.
He's got to do something.
That's it. Do it. Wild. That man is wild. Literally and figuratively.
It's the right knee.
Yeah, it's buckled. There's something wrong with it.
Yuri's going to stand and fight.
Stand there.
Yes, he is. And there's nothing.
Oh!
Chopping the legs early in round 2.
Chopped up. Fine. You okay? Back in.
Well, that didn't work for him. He tried to do Alex Moreto shit. That's what he was trying to do when you come in today. I guess.
Commentators are baffled. At a local boxing tournament, this tall, bald fighter lost his opponent, but an ordinary spectator from the audience volunteered to replace him. This 6'9" giant thought he was getting an easy payday when a guy jumped out of the crowd to fight him without warning. The towering brawler looked down at his pint-sized challenger and started flexing, completely convinced this would be a total walk in the park. But you should never underestimate a lunatic who volunteers to step into a ring with a man a whole foot taller than him. Will this brave bulldog from the stands be able to survive a brutal beating from a literal human skyscraper? The giant athlete had a massive reach advantage, standing 6'9", while the bold spectator was barely 5'9". The arena absolutely erupted when the bell rang because nobody actually believed this circus act was real.
It is on its feet.
Yeah.
This is down from the Raptors.
This is Hulk Hogan. This is Thunderlips. This appears real. Oh, he's down.
The short guy, sporting a regular tank top, didn't show a single ounce of fear against his muscular opponent. Instead of running away, the little dude immediately went on a mission, charging forward and throwing wild, looping punches.
This appears real.
how about throwing big looping punches?
The crowd went wild as the underdog started slipping under the giant's clumsy jab and fired back. The tiny challenger caught the big man completely off guard, making the giant lose his footing and stumble down to one knee.
Aim for the belly button. This is Thunderlips.
The referee didn't count it as an official knockdown, but the fans immediately fell in love with this kid's insane bravery. The giant looked completely rattled, struggling to maintain his balance. During the corner break, the spectators' team noticed that the athletic giant was already breathing heavily and looking deeply confused by what was happening. The tall brawler clearly didn't play basketball or any other sport, looking like he had absolutely no boxing ability in his body. But as the next round started, the underdog rushed right back into the fire with double the energy. He tried to jump straight up in the air just to reach the giant's chin.
Logic, human nature out the window. You call him out, he lets you fight. That is old school.
He's trying to connect.
Throwing a massive leaping uppercut. He was fighting like a rabid junkyard bulldog with a tennis ball in his mouth, completely refusing to give up. The giant tried to throw back, but he stopped throwing real punches and just stood there with his hands down. By the third round, this bootleg internet celebrity clone was totally gassed out, but the brave novice had completely run out of gas too. His arms turned to pure lead, and his brain was begging for oxygen. The extreme physical toll of fighting a literal mountain finally caught up to him, and he couldn't continue the fight. Even though the giant got the technical win, the fearless spectator shocked the entire arena. Commentators are baffled. At a local boxing tournament, this tall, bald fighter lost his opponent, but an ordinary spectator from the audience volunteered to replace him. This 6 foot
I gotta have a meeting with not only just my team, cause I gotta have a meeting with everybody in this bitch and let niggas know, cause niggas gotta contribute more, bro. Niggas gotta do something more in this bitch, bro. Cause sometimes somebody else gotta be a pilot. Sometimes the pilot wanna be a co.
Must be nice to have money. He can sit there and talk like that. So a lot of times, people with a lot of money or whatever, they be out of place, with the law. With money, their job position, trash ass mug.
Co-pilot. Sometimes the pilot want to sit in the back and watch and look at the boat. Say fuck the pilot. That's how I'm starting to feel, bro. I'm about to sign Blueface and Sauce Walker to CLB. I'm about to have Sauce Walker and Blueface at CLB. What the fuck y'all think? Love it. W. I bet. I gotta have a meeting with not only just my team.
Who picked this class for me?
It's okay. I don't take it personally. My name is Jules, not etiquette, so I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
They just take whoever's popular and they just put them like, it's like the movies. It's like when Adam Sandler was getting popular or whatever, and then they put him like in a shitload of movies and shit. Like what's his name? Ben Stiller. Like it's like they're like, oh, this is this dude. He's popular. All right, let's run him through. This motherfucker's gonna run through everything. Like everybody going through a quick life and death. Shit.
Lingang guli 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 wacha lingango lingango 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 lingang.
This is a true horrifying story of the Illuminati.
What is it that the rich and elite all have in common?
This is proof that the music industry has a demonic agenda.
So when I see Jay-Z, what does this mean? You're not no gang member.
Beyonce has a demon.
I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers.
So it's part of what they call like a humiliation ritual, right?
The churches took half, still is.
Yes, ooh, the devil.
Yo, what's good? We're back with another one.
It's showtime.
This is a true horrifying story of the Illuminati. The Illuminati is real.
Yeah.
It is a real society that aims for world order.
Babyjesse963
Their intent is world domination.
Go
They
turquoise
existed
white
since
horns
the
elbow
18th
cough elbow
century,
cough.
and since then, they were always known for influencing political decisions. There are ranks in the Freemasons. The higher you rank, the more privileged you get. Anybody who is a valuable asset for the Illuminati will have all their wishes granted, whether it was fame, money, or even both. There are freaky videos on the deep web where hidden cameras were snuck into many of their ritual events. Of course, invites only. The most famous influencers and artists were present at these events, and they would have the freakiest performances.
They're all Satanists, bro.
Yeah, this is probably a good time to remind you that this is for entertainment purposes only.
What is it that the rich and elite all have in common? Musicians, world business leaders, even US presidents. They all attend the Bohemian Grove. The Bohemian Grove refers to a secretive members-only retreat that hosts a yearly gathering in the woods of California. This secret society is exclusive to only men and has been in existence since 1872. During the encampment, the events that take place are kept hidden from the public and outside photography is strictly forbidden. However, there have been various photos and videos that have leaked through the years showing unusual gatherings and unexplained rituals. The grounds are protected by a year-round security team and very few outsiders have ever been able to get inside. The mystery of these rituals is one that perplexes the outside world. So why do the richest men of the world partake in the Bohemian Grove?
It's the promotion of care, bro.
What are they burning?
You guys know what they're burning.
275 years ago, the Freemasons established their first lodge in Germany. In the venerable church of St. Michael, the members of what is probably the biggest secret society in the world are celebrating a jubilee. A hidden parallel world exists in our midst, one with its own special symbols and strange rituals.
Come on, I'm ready to be initiated. Whatever shit y'all gotta go through.
Looks like they're throwing up gang signs.
They are a gang, bro. Look at the hand signs, bro.
It's not very subtle.
Illuminati hand symbols.
They're Satanists, bro.
Ain't that I
Lots
love
of people do that, Ted.
Yeah, that's the Satanists.
Why is the Pope doing it? They are doing it a lot.
I guess.
They're taking the piss.
What's the Black Eye Club?
It's the initiation, bro.
They got Affleck.
Applesauce, bitch.
Good. Nah, not Buscemi.
Yeah, bro.
Well, that could be explained by they got surgery done.
Ted, some of them might have just got a black eye.
Well, they got their nose fixed too, you know.
Ruled by secrecy, the hidden history that connects the Trilateral Commission, the Freemasons,
That
and the
looked
Great
crazy. They
Pyramid.
had like these dots on the side of their eyes. That was
and
crazy. Look at that.
The members of what is probably the biggest secret society in the world are celebrating a jubilee.
The initiation, bro.
We got Affleck.
Applesauce, bitch.
Good.
That's because the cock hit them in the eye. That's what it was.
bro.
They had to go suck that cock and hit them in the eye.
See?
Can I join?
Even footballers.
How much money?
Ted Sarden might have just got a black eye.
Wake up, bro.
Ruled by secrecy, the hidden history that connects the Trilateral Commission, the Freemasons, and the Great Pyramid.
Yep.
And their whole avowed purpose was to educate the American public on the desirability of global government.
Dang.
Of course, then we've got Skull and Bones.
No, you listening?
That's where they take young men, they find the ones that with ability, and more importantly, those that are compliant, and they groom them to become world leaders. The Skull and Bones is actually the Order 322. It is the 322nd chapter of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
This was published in the New York Times.
Jesus was part of the Illuminati.
Here's Manly Wade Hall, a philosopher, a much studied occultist, and a very high-ranking Mason. And he says, in the Royal Oak Pass, the gods walked with men, and they chose from among the sons of God the wisest and the truest. And these they labored with, preparing them to carry on the work of the gods after the spiritual hierarchies themselves had withdrawn into the invisible worlds. With these specially ordained and illumined sons, they left the keys of their great wisdom. These illumined ones founded what we now know as the ancient mysteries. Here's a letter in 1782 from George Washington where he said, "It was not my intention to doubt that the doctrines of the Illuminati had not spread to the United States. On the contrary, no one is more fully satisfied of that fact than I am."
Uh-oh.
These guys knew more about what was going on than we do today with all our modern technology and all our electronic
Illuminati,
communications.
The presidents were part of a secret society.
They're all in on it,
with their
bro.
own agenda.
Yeah, it's starting to seem that way.
Skull and Bones, its members rise to the very pinnacles of power, like George Walker Bush, for example.
Yep.
When
Dude,
Bush
that looked like
contested
George
the
Washington.
presidency with Democrat John Kerry, it was a battle between two bonesmen.
You both were members of Skull and
Oh,
Bones,
yeah?
a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What can they talk
president?
about?
The New World Order, bro.
So how you know they're not
Well, the
passing
great
horns between
dictators
each other?
and
Man,
pirates of the world have always dreamed
this society's
of
really-
taking over the
crazy. I
world,
don't buy
but
it.
everyone
This
tried it
society's
the
shit.
wrong way. Everyone has tried to take over the world with military, and everyone has discovered that military will not work. You cannot police and militarize enough to take over the world. So the Illuminati in 1776 developed a whole new concept of how to pull this project off. Instead of trying to force people into a new order or totalitarian dictatorship under military, which you cannot do because people are always going to rebel at that, the idea was developed by Adam Weishaupt to create enough violence and create enough chaos and enough bloodshed to frighten the world so that the entire world of mankind would one day come to the conclusion that there's too much bloodshed, too much crime, and there's just no possible way for the human race to exist unless we come together in one order, and we will all live together in peaceful, happy, under one family, and nothing can be further from the truth.
Who is that guy, Ted?
That's Jordan Maxwell, bro. He's a legend.
The one eye is a symbol that can have different meanings depending on the context and culture. In some ancient cultures, the one eye represents omniscience, spiritual insight, and the ability to see beyond the physical world. In Egyptian mythology, the Eye of Horus is a powerful symbol of protection and healing. In Freemasonry, the one eye symbol represents the great architect of the universe, or God, who watches over humanity. The one eye symbol is also associated with the pineal gland, a small endocrine gland in the brain that some believe is responsible for spiritual experiences and mystical visions. Some esoteric traditions, such as Hermeticism, associate the one eye symbol with the concept.
I don't know if too many people know this, but you create DMT yourself when you die. in your brain releases through that little pineal gland right there. According to the scientists, they say that you excrete the DMT, that the formula, I mean the chemicals that create DMT. It's what causes, when you die, you go into euphoria. Yeah, so you actually can make acid on your own.
Of as above, so below, which represents the interconnectedness between the physical and spiritual realms.
It's crazy that these symbols are on money.
They're everywhere, bro.
In Freemasonry, there's a thing of directions. They would face to every direction except for where.
Was it north?
Yeah, they would never face north.
Oh.
Because that's like supposedly where God is facing. And you know what's weird too? Do you know, depending on how you sleep, you might have a better sleep if you're facing a certain direction.
Yeah, you told me this.
So we know a compass will point north. Feel me? Us being pretty much something that can be affected by frequency, magnetism, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't you think we should be facing the right way? Especially when we're gonna spend our most time.
Yeah.
Especially when we're not conscious. So the theory goes that if you face north when you sleep, you'll be more connected.
Better sleep.
Yeah, if you think about it, every time you didn't sleep well, maybe check the direction you're sleeping. And then
Wait, so which direction is north though? Is my head the north or the feet is the south? Am I the north? I don't know. I don't think there is north, south. Hey. They also say that too with babies. Usually babies, they always try to point themselves towards, from the head, they always try to point themselves north.
that's why people say like,
matter of fact, let me see if that's true, because my kids keep laying this way. Let me see if I got a compass and find that out right now. Yeah, I don't know where I get. Well, the kids ain't sleeping that way anyway. They're sleeping towards the south. Oh no, the devil. Oh, Lucifer, my kids are Lucifers. Let me see.
you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Maybe you woke up on like this side of the bed and you weren't facing north or wherever you usually face. Tap in the comments which direction you guys sleep in, and tap in if you guys actually actually try sleeping in north, and let me know if it actually affects your sleep.
So that's why you've been moving your bed around lately?
Yeah, bro. It's working.
Still a moody bastard in the morning, though.
You can't actually sell your soul, but I'll explain what it means when celebrities sell their soul. We are all part of one in consciousness. You are me, I am you, you're also everything. And everything is also you. Everything is God. From the trees to the skies to the planets to the insects to the animals to you. So if someone were to actually sell their soul, that would mean they're giving all of us away. And that's just simply not how it happens. So how do people actually sell their soul? When someone sells their soul, there's a ritual to be done and a contract to be signed, which has been stated by a lot of celebrities who have spoken out on the truth. The way that I see it, your soul is the God in you that guides you throughout your human life for spiritual ascension. Even if it may not seem like it, each human life is a form of ascension. Now, when the ritual is done and the contract is signed, the person disconnects from their soul. Although it's never a real disconnection, it's just a big block created by dark magic. But now the person doesn't have an inner guidance system. They're easily influenced by demonic and negative entities who want them to do their dirty work and go down a very dark path, completely losing themselves and making it almost impossible to get back and remove the block. That's what it means to sell your soul, but what do you think?
I think when you're truly connected to your soul, creativity can flow through you. So it kind of makes sense that if that connection was lost, something else could be guiding you.
It's not something else, bro. It's Satan.
If you are still rocking Balenciaga, you need to see this video. You need to see this information. And after this information, if you want to continue rocking Balenciaga, that's on you. Check out this video.
Told you, bro. It's everywhere.
What?
Why would they do that?
Man, kids gotta
And no, they did not spell this wrong on accident, because why would they? They put this in a whole advertisement. Another strange information. If you want to continue rocking Balenciaga, that's on you. Check out this video.
Man, you should be rocking anything, jackass.
Told you, bro. It's everywhere.
Why would they do that?
And no, they did not spell this wrong on accident, because why would they? They put this in a whole advertisement. Another strange thing they got going on is they got kids holding teddy bears with bondage outfits. Like, come on, you gotta be a weird ass weirdo to do this.
I want one, bro.
Balenciaga is pushing an agenda that is far from good. Let me know what you think about this and follow me for more content. Remember, guard your eyes, guard your ears, guard your heart, and guard your soul. Peace and love, y'all.
You're not getting one of them.
Stay on your fucking phone.
Too late, bro.
Stay on your internet.
This is proof that the music industry has a demonic agenda. I mean, look at this. This is the weekend before and after.
Dang.
This is Katy Perry before and after. This is Kid Laroi before and after. Taylor Swift before and after. Playboy Cardi before and after. Trippie Redd before and after. A$AP Rocky before and after. Eminem before and after. You see, the devil works by deception. And most people say, chill out, it's just music. But what they don't know is that the Bible says faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God. So when you're hearing lyrics written by the devil, all you are doing is growing faith in the devil and his plan to steal and destroy in your life.
5 minutes of fame and they're all doing rituals.
They're all doing it, bro.
Before going to a concert, think twice.
Oh, that's a good.
This is an Ed Sheeran concert. Satanic
like
images are conveyed to the audience
in the devil and his plan to steal and destroy in your life.
5 minutes of fame and they're all doing rituals.
They're all doing it, bro.
Before going to a concert, think twice.
Yep.
This is an Ed Sheeran concert. Satanic images are conveyed to the audience honoring the devil.
Fuck you now.
As you may know, many artists sell their souls for fame. The video shows the souls of the audience being sucked from their bodies. This is a ritual.
It's pretty crazy.
Told you, bro. They even got Ed, bro.
It's crazy people pay to go and see that shit.
Beyonce has a demon. She refers to it as Sasha Fierce.
Sasha was in full effect. Sasha is my alter ego.
But as you'll see, this demon even manifests itself through her while she's on stage.
Jesus.
She's possessed, bro.
She even admits to the first time she was on stage and this demon entered her body.
And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me.
A little side note, her husband Jay-Z has been pictured wearing a shirt that says, "Do what thou wilt." A quote from the occultist Aleister Crowley, who called himself the most evil man who ever lived and the beast himself. The demonic realm is real, and we're starting to see it manifest itself more in the public eye.
We gotta do an episode on Aleister Crowley, bro.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you want to see that.
Did you hear he's going on a podcast tour to expose a club?
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the fucking club, that pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing.
So if you have any interest in what he's talking about, he's been doing several podcasts.
We gotta check out that podcast, Ted.
On it, bro.
Celebrities that are literally the same people. I think they just look alike, Ted.
Nah, bro, they're clones.
They are pretty similar.
What the f?
Told you, bro.
Man.
Nah, Ted, this is bollocks.
Okay, yeah, that was...
You're a sheep, bro.
Pretty close. Real close.
Bernie Mac. Fuck off.
Oh, hell no.
They got everyone, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Bernie, mate.
What the fuck?
Bernie Mac was the greatest of all time. There's no way he would have sold his soul.
Steve got Bernie, bro. That's right. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
If you want to know if somebody's getting like in the Illuminati or being tested, is they put them in a dress. Now, one of them being Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart even made a joke about it. He's like, yo, I'll never be put in a dress. I'll never be put in a dress. This and that. Fam, Kevin Hart ended up in a dress.
Why though?
So it's part of what they call like a humiliation ritual, right? Now, one of the biggest ones being Dave Chappelle. He said this in an interview. He was in for a movie, and a studio like writer came to him. He's like, oh, Dave, blah, blah. All right, we have a new skit for you. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do it in a dress. And he's like, what are you talking about? This wasn't in the original plan, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, you gotta do it. And he just ended up leaving. Like, he's like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, there's no way Dave or Bernie would sell their souls.
Dressed up like a girl, men in tights. Come on.
Yeah, but Kevin did. Ask Cat Williams.
So you see her hands go above her face once. Watch when they come back down.
Dang.
I wanted to post screenshots of the AI filter coming off so people could see for a bit longer just how insane this is.
It's really easy to fake, Ted.
Watch her face glitch.
Look at it, bro.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
Yeah, well, she's
Now
got a
watch her
face
back
tat.
tattoo disappear.
It's just still easy to fake, Ted.
Nah, bro. Watch.
Yeah. That's not Britney, that's why.
Shit.
Told you, bro.
That's a lookalike.
I'm guessing we ain't gonna see Britney for a while.
Kind of makes you wonder when the last time we actually saw her was.
Get ready for what I'm about to show you. Here's Madonna when she first started. Here's Madonna now. Demi Lovato when she first started. Demi Lovato now. And it gets worse. Billie Eilish when she first started. Billie Eilish now. Sam Smith when he first started. And Sam Smith now. Listen, there's a spiritual battle taking place right now for you, but you have a choice. If you're choosing Jesus today, then put Jesus in the comments and like this video for more.
How can they say this is just art if everyone's doing it?
Let them battle shit. You supposed to be
I
fucking
wanna
doing
be
your
a
own
leader
shit.
Satanist, bro.
The Knights Templar. Scripts and texts and tablets that they had found had confirmed what the church had been saying for many years about Jesus. Some of these things were very different and contradicted the Bible, blasphemous, right? And they were Catholics. And so this information that they had discovered and confirmed by following what the Brothers of the East had told them to find and rocked them. And then they realised that information would change the whole Christianity faith, but the faith was
Next
so
time
powerful
when I
it
get some
endangered
more, I'll
them
hit a blinker
not
on
having
my-
this knowledge. They had to keep it a secret. Artifacts that they were finding in the name of the Catholic faith, they were being funded by the Catholic Church. Right. So it'd be like the sugar company doing a study on sugar. Yeah. And then you find out, oh, fuck, sugar's actually causing all these diseases.
Yeah. Ironically, the Catholic Church is actually funding information that could be their downfall, and they're preserving it unintentionally. They knew that they couldn't let the church find these documents, and because the power of the church had become so great, they would destroy these documents, and they knew history that needed to be preserved.
Okay, what a moral dilemma for the 8 Knights, because if you were truly Catholic and dedicated to your faith, you would just destroy it, wouldn't you?
Well, no,
but if you were the seeking for truth.
So this was at the time of the Crusades. There's a lot of religious wars going on, and just to speak of different teachings in Christianity, it was like a death sentence. And some of these texts had wisdom that not only went against the teachings of Christianity, but were blasphemous, like reincarnation. We are all connected to Source, God, heaven not being a place but a state of mind, and even divine feminine. This knowledge then became known as Christian Gnostics. So that's Gnosticism. So basically the idea of Gnosticism is that a wisdom of an enlightenment can be found within, as can our connection with God, so you don't need to go through the church. And they believed in a universal consciousness. So I'd say we would be considered Gnostics, Christian Gnostics, because we have a bit of a belief in the teachings of Jesus, but then also this universal consciousness.
I don't think you need to go to church to find a higher...
But to suggest that in the Crusades is death sentence.
Yeah, because why would another human have power over other humans to gain access to Source? Like, that makes you better than me.
Exactly, Delvin. Wanted to preserve this evidence, and so that when the time was right, they could reveal this stuff to the world.
Hate to break it on, 2024 is still not right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The church is too powerful. It still is.
What were they trying to hide?
It's all part of the New World Order, bro.
The Knights Templar knew about the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki were gods worshipped by the ancient Sumerians, but they were actually aliens from a planet beyond Neptune called Nibiru. The Anunnaki arrived on Earth about 450,000 years ago, searching for resources, specifically gold. They were trying to solve an atmosphere crisis on their planet. Finding gold in abundance, they settled on Earth and established mining operations. Eventually, the Anunnaki created a labor force by genetically modifying early human ancestors, accelerating the evolution of Homo sapiens. So the Templars knew about the Anunnaki and how they converted gold into a powder used for healing, levitation, and generating electricity. And it wasn't just the Atlanteans and Israelites that knew about mana. Sumerian text spoke of an alchemical science called Graal, which you can't help but notice is similar to the word rail. The Sumerians used a substance called Shimana that was used to help the Anunnaki gods power their flying craft. In Vedic, Hindu, and Jain texts, this substance was called the mana, which again was used to power flying craft. Polynesian cultures believe mana is a force of nature.
If there was another force of nature, I think we'd know by now, Ted.
It's funny you say that.
Scientists may have just discovered a new force of nature. So for those unfamiliar, there are currently 4 forces of nature. They are gravitational force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, and strong nuclear force. Well, scientists near Chicago claim that they may have just discovered a new 5th force of nature. Now, if this discovery of a new force of nature turns out to be true, then this could be the beginning of a new revolution in physics, and it will be just as big, if not bigger, than Einstein's theory of relativity. The behavior these particles expressed during this experiment cannot be explained because they're apparently under the influence of a brand new force. Now, if this all pans out and we actually do get a new force of nature, there are all sorts of scientific discoveries and breakthroughs that will now be possible that simply were not possible before. Honestly, we might be living in the coolest timeline in all of history.
This ain't new. They'll hide an ancient technology, bro.
Jesus, Ted, I think we're going on this one.
We've only just scratched the surface.
Tartaria is a crazy conspiracy that will lead you to question all of history. Imagine that every invention you know to be true now that we use today was already here but better in the 1800s, and the technology they had harnessed the free energy of the ether. Every amazing building that was built all over the world with this old marble and technology is everywhere, in every continent, from Vietnam to the United States of America. The theory is that the Illuminati destroyed this civilization with a weapon that could melt buildings, cause a mud flood, burying an entire realm, and they just moved into the buildings, claiming them for themselves.
Ted, this is getting a bit mad.
You're gonna start finding proof soon, bro.
Brazil is going to explode in discovery related to pyramids. There are pyramids all over Brazil, and I have photographs of some of them. There's a pyramid.
Yeah, look at those two sides right there.
Yep.
It's nuts. It even looks like it's got concourses in the dirt. None of these have been discovered, and they look way more realistic than any of the things that you've seen coming out of either Antarctica or out of Bosnia. And I found a megalithic site that's like Stonehenge for Orion.
Damn.
If you look, okay, see where the Orion Nebula one is, right? And all these little stars around here? So again, Orion shows up all the way around the Earth.
Man, I've got to show you something. I mean, this is massive.
Those are huge blocks.
Look at the vertical cut marks on the top block. I mean, those were placed. That pieced with what you're sharing, there's something going on in Brazil.
Mate, those blocks were massive. Where's the people that built them?
They went underground, bro.
They've been hiding this from you. The Sphinx wasn't just a guardian of the pyramids. It's the key to a hidden underground city. But that's not even the craziest thing that was recently discovered. In ancient Egyptian texts, there are references to hidden chambers, saying, "Beneath the lion lies the heart of our knowledge." The Sphinx was carved over 4,000 years ago, so what secrets lie beneath it? This is where things get scary. In recently discovered papyrus scrolls, it's said that the Sphinx wasn't merely a statue, but an entrance to an advanced ancient civilization known as the Osirians. The scrolls specifically mention that the Osirians, who possessed advanced engineering and knowledge, built a vast underground city beneath the Sphinx to protect their wisdom and technology from invaders. However, once the Osirians vanished, their city was sealed, and the true purpose of the Sphinx was hidden to keep their advanced knowledge out of the wrong hands. This explains why ground-penetrating radar has detected anomalies beneath the Sphinx, and why access to these areas remains restricted.
Ted, this episode's been fucking mental, mate. Could barely keep up.
It goes way deeper, bro. But we'll save that for next time.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.
Why don't you watch another video? It's right there.
You are what's beating.
Yeah, we'll go to restroom break. Is that kind of the purposes? We all say the same. Fuck this song. The conspiracy on The Rock? The Johnson? The Rock Johnson? Shit. The fuck? I already seen one. Oh my god, what the hell? Man. Uh, what? The government. Man. Man. UFO sightings is for what you call it, a hoax, so the government can use that as a tool to spy, use drones to spy. I'm good. Oh man. Man. Shit, ain't controlling my fucking brain. Shit. Man. What? Man, it's a matrix. $13,000. Get out of here. Shit, they gonna clone an army, dog. Well, you're a character, so it doesn't matter. What? And China's got everything. Get out of here. What the fuck? What? That's crazy. Damn. What? Oh man, they going crazy out there. Oh, this is slavery. Oh, this need a revolt, dog. This is some bullshit. Damn. Oh, it's never about the kids, but it's about the kids. You start with the kids first. Hell yeah. Man. For real. Fuck you, bitch. Oh shit. Oh my god. But for what reasons? What is he gonna? Because he's the superstar. That's all. Jesus Christ. Yeah, for real. Camacho. Hector Camacho. There it is. That's my president. Motherfucker. Damn. Man, shut up. What the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we is fucking up this planet, bro. Man, these motherfuckers. Scary. Disgusting. Oh man. Oh no. Damn. Bro, as fast as punch, come on, bro. Oh my god. Man. The fuck? Shit.
Yo, what's good? We're back with another one.
It's showtime.
Baron Trump is currently going viral for a very different reason than you might expect. Baron Trump, of course, the youngest son of Donald Trump, who last went viral for...
I like my suitcase.
Of course, only the other day was his father's inauguration, which he attended. Now, this day was very controversial across social media, as you can imagine, for a number of different reasons, including the customary of being sworn in with your hand on the Bible, which he didn't do. A lot of people saying this is a good thing and very respectable, but a lot of others saying how bad it is. Orders were signed, the 75-day extension on TikTok happened, with many other things that were signed and said the same day. This guy was going viral, and still is all across social media because of what he was doing that day. The first reason, when his dad called his name and thanked him for helping with the social media side of things, he stood up like an absolute god. And there's now a lot of aura edits as well as thirst trap edits from this footage. Other popular thing going around is that he's giving off full-on Bruce Wayne vibes and is literally going to turn into Batman soon. So yeah, mate, I guess we're going to see. But probably the most viral thing is this. Yes, it's real. His father, Mr. Trump, had said he had a very tall son named Baron Trump, and people took this literally and started making edits.
Surely people didn't think that was real.
It wouldn't surprise me, bro.
We want to get the word out about these breaking developments as they evolve over this year, 2025. Everyone I'm speaking to in the U.S. government have indicated this is going to be the year of disclosure of all this coming out. It's going to start slowly and then pick up speed. There's just been the smallest tickling of that right now with some whistleblowers coming forward. There are a lot more in the wings. And then there are a number of activities that are to be determined depending on what the incoming Congress and administration will do.
They've been saying this for years.
Nothing's gonna happen, bro.
When did the Chinese land on the moon?
I have no idea.
2013. Do you ever see the video?
No.
So the Chinese landed on the moon in 2013, and they released a video for it. But pretty quick, that video was taken down, and they said, no, it's just because it was so bad. It was so fake. Because they didn't have, Kubrick, You need a better production staff and better cameras if you guys want to fake this.
Yeah.
I basically talked about CNN and Fox, and I said, I don't want to be here because everything I say on here is going to be a lie. I said, it's not me lying. It's the fact that they can edit and they can do whatever they want with it. They can build narratives out of whatever. Just like this show right here. If somebody only listens to a snippet that you put out there, depending on what snippet you put, you could paint me as an evil, bad person. Or you could paint me as a really good person. Or you could paint me as one of the coolest SEALs that ever lived. I don't want to do this anymore. Because I don't believe what you guys are peddling on either side.
The sad thing is, you cannot fix stupidity. And that's what's happening here.
Cognitive dissonance.
The moon ain't real, bro.
He's right about online content, and the bots are only going to make it worse.
For those who do not know about water, this may freak you out. Veda Austin has stumbled upon some pretty wild stuff. She let salt water evaporate in a petri dish with a pyramid in it, and the salt water crystallized into little mini pyramids. Now to test this, she used the same salt water and let it evaporate without the pyramid, and it formed its normal cubical shape. Now, water is pretty unique in the universe. If you get it in your car motor, it'll lock it up and bend all the metal. And it's also how we turn turbines in coal plants. It exists in all 3 states on the planet, and it is a very powerful solvent. Its molecules are shaped like hexagons, and we see this when it freezes. This means that anything that is dissolved in it can be stored in it, which is why you should always filter and realign your water if you can. I've shown you through cymatics that your DNA also shares this same shape. And using cymatics, we can read it like a song. If Veda left this in a quiet room, it's probably resonating at the Schumann resonance, about 7 hertz, the resonance of the planet. When that crystal vibrates, it transmits that vibration to the salt crystals via the water. There's a fantastic research paper on this by How Science. They transmitted an entire genetic sequence through water using 7 hertz. They put 2 beakers of water next to each other. One was pure water, one was DNA. They then subjected them both to 7 hertz and waited 18 hours. After using a polymerase reaction, they recreated the DNA. If that wasn't enough, a team of researchers made a hard drive using the same technique. It stored the data of 2 trillion CDs in a gram, and it read it 10,000 times faster.
We gotta do the water episode, right?
Yeah, let us know in the comments what subjects you guys want to see us do deep dives on. If you see a subject in the comments someone else has left, give them a thumbs up if you want to see that too.
So the Pentagon actually confirmed for once the video of the pyramid-shaped UFOs caught off the Navy vessel. So you're gonna see, I'm gonna show you the video on here, but it's basically, it's in the night vision, and they released it and it was all over, and I was kind of like, okay, you know, we have a lot of videos, we do, because there was footage from a year ago and then 2 years ago also from a Navy vessel, and that just kind of got buried. But the Pentagon has consistently been going on and on about there's no evidence whatsoever of any of this stuff. We see nothing, there's nothing going on, everybody shush. So I don't show very many videos, UAP videos, they're all over the place. There have been some really good ones coming up lately, so I am gonna put those up because they're pretty intriguing. But this one I found, and I just feel like this is a step in the right direction. The fact that they actually confirmed that this is a real video that they captured. Plus, it looks pretty cool.
Based investigative filmmaker Jeremy Corbell recently released this video taken by the Navy, showing what he describes as pyramid-shaped UFOs flying over the USS Russell off the San Diego coast in July of 2019.
UFOs are real. They're flying with impunity within our restricted airspace. They represent an advanced and sophisticated technology. And it's a technology that requires scientific scrutiny and study.
The Pentagon has since confirmed that the video is authentic. It's part of a recent data dump by Corbell and investigative reporter George Knapp.
People are now taking this seriously and eliminating the unnecessary ridicule that has stigmatized the UFO topic.
Video from the Navy showing pyramid-shaped objects flying in the sky.
This extraordinary video and images of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, were leaked to investigative reporter. Reportedly shows 3 pyramid-shaped UFOs flying over the USS Russell off the coast of California. These UFOs reportedly hovered just 700 feet above the tail of the Navy destroyer, making, quote, extraordinary maneuvers. Show 3 different unidentified aircrafts off the coast of Oceania, including 2 UFOs dubbed the Metallic Blimp and another called the Sphere. A Department of Defense spokesperson said, quote, "I can confirm that the referenced photos and videos were taken by Navy personnel. The Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force has included these incidents in their ongoing examinations."
This guy's a plant for Bluebeam, bro.
If you're a recent member, go and check out our episode on Project Bluebeam.
In honor of reaching part 500, here are some of the most morbid facts I've ever posted. In 1993, Canadian lawyer Gary Hoy claimed to a group of students that the windows in his building were unbreakable. To prove this, he threw himself at the window at full force. While the glass didn't break, the frame popped out and Gary fell 24 stories to his death. In cases of CP, someone has to actually watch the video from beginning to end so that they can testify about it in court. After his mother died in 2013, Arizona man Jim Stauffer donated her body for scientific research. He later found out that her corpse was sold to the US military for $6,000 and blown up at a bomb testing site. After being diagnosed with polio at age 3, Diane Odell spent nearly 60 years in a 750-pound iron lung. She only died when a power outage shut down the machine that had been keeping her alive for decades. These were just some of the wedding rings that were removed from victims of Buchenwald concentration camp during the Holocaust. In Houston, Texas, a 19-year-old man named Rashad died while attempting to play Russian roulette in front of his friends. But he apparently didn't know how the game worked since he tried using a semi-automatic pistol instead of a revolver. In 1985, a 13-year-old Colombian girl named Omaira Sanchez was trapped up to her waist in volcanic mud flow. Knowing there was no way to free her, volunteers and rescuers did their best to comfort her. She died after 60 hours, and her photo became iconic. A grieving mother from Florida added a sandbox to the gravesite of her baby boys so that his big brother could play with him. In order to keep Genghis Khan's burial a secret, all 2,000 people who attended his funeral were executed. The executioners were then killed by members of his escort, who eventually took their own lives once they reached their destination. 800 years later, Genghis Khan's burial site still remains undiscovered to this day.
They look grim.
Genghis Khan would be a good deep dive episode, bro.
Oh, this is absolutely bonkers. You gotta watch this. Look at this. So it's 1938. And all this time we're spending through the years as Americans, family was such an important figure in our life. Friends are still at the hierarchy. We went to school. Good thing that's changing, college and school. Don't need that Rockefeller education, but yeah, check this out. It's just absolutely bonkers. 1975. Now it's about the time I was born. In a huge shift, kerplunk, family going down, and then we see this. Oh my God, the internet, the matrix.
Right there.
Spending through the years as Americans, family was such an important figure in our life. Friends are still at the hierarchy. We went to school. Good thing that's changing, college and school. Don't need that Rockefeller education, but yeah, check this out. It's just absolutely bonkers. 1975.
Friends, co-workers, bar. Shit, family, yeah. Yeah, it's friends, co-workers, the bars, 83. Yeah, my dad was at the bars a lot.
Now it's about the time I was born. In a huge shift, kerplunk, family going down, and then we see this. Oh my God, the internet, the matrix going up like crazy. All of this time we're wasting on our devices, disconnected from family.
It's crazy how quick it happened.
The next generation
Go
of
back and
fucks.
click it into my gaming.
Gen Z will be less than it could be permanently. I think that Gen Z is not, even if we look at them in 30, 40 years, my prediction is they'll be less successful than they would have been if they had normal human childhoods. So I think we will see a permanent effect on Gen Z.
But that's a tragedy, John.
Oh, this is the greatest destruction of human capital in human history. We've taken an entire generation globally. We've taken away what they need biologically to develop, risk exposure, hanging out time. We've taken all that away and given them something unnatural. It's completely insane that when puberty starts, which is around 11 or 12 for girls and around 13 or 14 for boys, basically when we give them a phone and say, how about no more real world experience? How about you spend 10 hours a day on this thing? And just as if we gave our kids alcohol every hour, that would disrupt neural growth. Well, I would say giving them 4 hours a day of video games for the boys or 5 hours a day of video games for the girls, it's going to disrupt neural growth. But it doesn't mean that each kid in Gen Z is condemned to a life of anxiety, because the human brain is quite malleable up through 25, and even after that, we can all learn new thinking patterns and new behavior patterns. The millennials were different in the way that every generation is different. So every generation has stereotypes of the one after them. They're soft, they're self-involved. That's been true for since about the 16th century. Once you get modernity, you get rapid change. Each generation thinks the one behind it is defective. So, but that's always been the case. What we have here is something very new. Gen Z is not just that they're different; it's that they're really anxious, fragile. They have no attention to focus on things, and they're just not very effective. I mean, they're so anxious, and they're always taking days off, and they don't take initiative on things, and they expect others to come and fix things. I mean, so Gen Z is not integrated into the workforce well. None of this is their fault. This poor generation, they were the first that were completely deprived of play, and then they were the first to go through puberty on smartphones.
Any kids watching this, go play outside.
It's nice to know people watch our show as a family, and others get together just to watch it.
Yeah, shout out Chris and the girls.
When cities have large-scale protests that last for prolonged periods of time, stray dogs will start showing up to the protest and attack and intimidate the police and only the police. The phenomenon is so widespread and so well documented, there's actually a shorthand term for it. People call them riot dogs. But if you want a quick but very cool read, go check out the riot dog entry in Wikipedia. That page also includes a list of celebrity riot dogs that became folk heroes in their own country. One of the first celebrity riot dogs was Luka Nikos. Luka Nikos was highly involved in the anti-austerity protests in his home city of Athens, Greece back in 2011. He never left the front for the entire protest, got tear gassed many times. But of course, the world's most famous riot dog was the Black Matapacos of Santiago, Chile. There was a series of student-led protests in Santiago back in 2011. And whenever the kids and the cops got into a standoff, this stray dog would just appear, get in between the two of them, and snarl and bite and snap at the cops, trying to keep them from getting too close to the students. The students were all wearing bandanas around their neck as a sign of solidarity, so it became like a meme. Whenever you saw that dog, you had to tie a bandana around his neck. The Black Matapacos died a natural death as an old dog a couple of years later, but then became a symbol in Chile.
Dogs really are man's best friend.
I thought I was your best friend, bro.
Recently, they just found unfossilized soft dinosaur tissue. Soft dinosaur tissue? So now the brilliant scientists are trying to figure.
All right, here it goes. I'm about to blow this motherfucker up right now. Where's my shoe? Can you put those grapes in that plastic thing? You got a grape right there. Do not step on it. We make a mess in my room, man. All right. There we go. With this explosion. See how I just cleared that shit out? That's what I'm about to do with this. Yes. What? What? Princess, turn on the light, Princess. I don't know. Damn. Damn. Damn, this shit's crashing. Damn, it's crashing. It's crashing. Crashing. It crashed. That's crazy. See what we got. They blow up the top? Nope. Damn, it blew up all this right here, though. Look at all this. From right here, I think. Right here. Down there. Alright. Yes, take a break. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. I'll take a break and then I'll be back. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I did. Yeah, all this shit's gotta be cleaned out. Damn, this shit's crazy.